Is Twitter whittling down society?
From its roots of mass sharing cat and puppy videos to the present, where political powerhouses use it to push their rhetoric on the masses, social media has evolved immensely and has taken the 21st century by storm. In recent years, the social media platform Twitter has become one of the most popular forms of social media that political parties and businesses have chosen in order to communicate with the public. Twitter is unique when compared to other social media services such as Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Twitter is an unending stream of sometimes reliable information that allows a user to magnify events and issues to extreme proportions. While this keeps a society instantly informed about almost any issue, is it really beneficial for society to be barraged by Twitter's information? Furthermore, does it affect how our society communicates in an adverse manner? Twitter isn't exactly a form of social media where you have to convey yourself in a professional manner. In fact, young adults ages 18 to 29 only make up about 37% of Twitter's users, while 30 to 49-year-olds make up 25%. Many of Twitter's users are more on the mature age spectrum, but that doesn't mean content posted is actually mature. It's not so much a friendly place to share things like family photos, but more of a place where people can flex and show off. For example, Donald Trump is our president, which the title alone gives him a whole different level of respect and authority on his name. However, just looking at his Twitter makes you think his thought process when typing a tweet is just plain ridiculous. Just like the president, no one really thinks twice about what they're about to tweet. Lots of people like the app because of the freedom of speech it has. The CEO of Twitter realized the hate and bullying concerns and is trying to track down these accounts and has come up with a plan to combat the overall negativity. But the fact is that Twitter says it has all these protective policies, but users always break it or find a way around it. What really is Twitter's responsibility in a society that other social media apps can't provide? How come the creators behind it want to protect their users and are aware of safety concerns, yet people are still being attacked? What's the point of adding more terms and conditions if people are just going to ignore it? These are all rhetorical questions, but they all serve a purpose.
One of the main reasons why Twitter is so popular and continues to remain relevant among the large variety of social media outlets is how politically involved Twitter is compared to other social media sites. Many politicians go to Twitter to promote their political views and to inform their supporters of their status on current events. President Trump is perhaps the most famous politician to use Twitter as a form of communication with his supporters. It is now common for politicians to express how they feel about other politicians and events on the internet. And not all of those tweets are very professional, nor do they represent what is actually happening in politics. For example, a lot of President Trump's tweets have been verbal attacks on others and threats to other countries for the sake of stirring up controversy and bringing attention to himself. This is problematic because many people, specifically younger people, use Twitter as their main source for political information. And if they are just seeing these childish antics, it isn't representing the actual political information that people should be informed on. The way people utilize Twitter in regards to politics can be compared to a high school cafeteria. It's a competition to see who is the most popular, and people will act a certain way depending on how people want them to act. So if a politician's supporters want them to act a certain way, they might be inclined to act that way for the sake of keeping their supporters happy. Since Twitter is social media, people can tweet whatever they want. Users can and will tweet things that are compelling but false in order to get retweets and likes, or sometimes even just to cause problems. This happened during the 2016 presidential election when Russian bots attempted to create conflict among American voters by intentionally tweeting misleading information. This was such a big problem that Twitter had to remove the tweets and delete the bot accounts because these Russian trolls were attempting to suppress or interfere with the exercise of voting rights. All this raises the question, should politicians be using Twitter as a platform for pushing their political agenda, or is it not a safe, reliable place to be spreading such information since it could be misleading? This is what people had to say.
I guess technology's changing really quickly nowadays, and in order to get the people that they want to reach out to, Twitter's a good way to do that because a lot of people are on it, a lot of whatever millennials and things like that. So okay. I guess
I would say it depends on the person. I I would say that everybody has an entitlement to free speech, and that includes speech in the media. Um, I believe everybody should be entitled to that right. If they're spreading messages that are I don't know, hurtful messages, I would say that politicians, regular people, everybody, they shouldn't be putting that on social media. But I would say that they should have a right to.
Yes, because I feel like one of the most effective ways to reach this generation is through social media. Because you put it in a newspaper and half of the millennials won't read it. But if you put it on social media, it will be acknowledged.
It's no doubt that Twitter will remain huge in the next couple of years due to its growing popularity in society. Due to the fast and easy way to deliver a message worldwide, Twitter has a great impact on society from raising awareness to silly challenges. Twitter is known for making the hashtag something merely more than a symbol indicating a number. Twitter created hashtag activism, which is a way for tweets that use hashtags to show support in a real-world situation. This helps spread the word about any small situation worldwide. For example, hashtag #YesAllWomen went viral to emphasize the ubiquity of the misogyny dealt from women in Isla Vista. Tweeting this simple hashtag sought to call attention to the misogynist roots of the Isla Vista tragedy, emphasizing that yes, all women suffer from a culture that rewards men's aggressive behavior towards them, which resulted in people realizing how heavy sexism has become. The use of hashtags can have a possibility of going viral, and the awareness just from one tweet is so powerful. Yet, it can crumble down very quickly. This is Laura Lee. She is a famous YouTuber, makeup artist, and blogger. At some point in social media, she was the center of controversy due to her offensive behavior online, especially on Twitter. She was seemingly innocent until her past tweets resurfaced, causing society to recognize her obvious racist behavior. Just like any other social media out there, whatever you will post will remain there forever and cannot be taken off. As for Laura Lee, her ill-mannered behavior was forever marked public. But if we hold someone's Twitter performance against him or her forever, we're not giving him or her much incentive to do better. Her career wasn't completely destroyed, however, it took the brunt of her actions, which resulted in many of her supporters to turn against her. With those negative tweets being resurfaced, all sorts of controversy were thrown at her, and it was almost as if that's what Twitter was all about for a while. In social views, Twitter is high school drama in internet form. A word from one's mouth gets spread all over, and it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative.
Back in February of 2018, the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, tweeted out a series of tweets that essentially served as an apology to the users of the app. In his tweets, he highlighted how people have taken advantage of the service. He continues to say how Twitter has served as a bridge for users to maliciously instigate chaos. We have witnessed abuse, harassment, troll armies, manipulation through bots and human coordination, misinformation campaigns, and increasingly divisive echo chambers, tweeted the CEO. In response to all the negativity that Dorsey has seen on his social media platform, he invented a new plan to counteract the cynicism that has risen on Twitter. The plan, in essence, is to measure the health of human interaction on Twitter, a daunting task considering that Dorsey intends to quantify an unquantifiable variable. In order to measure the health of tweets, Dorsey mentions 4 specific indicators that Twitter intends to utilize. Shared attention. Do real people actually care about the topic, and are people contributing? Shared reality. Are the facts unanimous and credible? Variety. Is there variety in opinion that is grounded in shared reality? Receptivity. Are people open to new ideas and civil? Based on the history that Twitter has had in political events, unhealthy conflict, and spreading false information through rumors, can the social media giant really come back from the negative PR it has received? Is Jack Dorsey's plan working in the present? To find out what people think, we interviewed the students and staff of San Jose State University.
I mean, there's just pros and cons to everything. I think depending on how you use it, because some people use it really well, and that's a way to communicate with other people. But then some people choose to use it in a bad way, and there could be negative outcomes to that too.
Like how I would stereotype people that used, or just Twitter posts somewhere else, just very cloudy and very like ranty. because like they're like super short. You know, it's you can say like a one like a liner of just like you know, like you being stressed out by school or like, oh, my parents are fighting or something like that. I don't know.
In the end, Twitter will always be one of the top apps people use every day. It's one of the most popular social media platforms people use to communicate their thoughts, opinions, and pretty much everything. With its popularity comes some downfall in some aspects, such as its reliability and usefulness. What really makes Twitter such a popular form of communication? And why do so many people continue using it? Twitter may just be an app, but it's addictive, and most of the time, people live double lives right when they sign into their account. It may just be a place for people to express themselves, but that doesn't mean it's also positive. In just one scroll, Twitter can be detrimental to a self-image. Let's face it, even the CEO of Twitter knows how dangerous and harmful this single app can be. It's been 13 years and nothing really changed. As a society, we need to emphasize the importance of socializing more in person than on an app, which people can hide behind their usernames and ensure chaos.